I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in down.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend a hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They go play action with Eason. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Bears.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last night didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Eason. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again, Eason. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The catch made by Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. This is Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run. This is Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Eason sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense.
It got his man complete. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 99 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. It's Eason. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 2nd down.
Eason on 2nd down. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They find some open field here. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Cohen. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tariq Cohen, the Bears ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28, Bears nothing.
Second down, here's Eason. They'll find Miller, that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Chicago.
Throwing is Eason. Being chased out left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Eason off the play fake. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Eason, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out.
And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Cohen. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And he completes it to Cohen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Bears.
Eason. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st down, Chicago.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down.
From the gun is Eason. That's complete to Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Eason. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
And you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff? Make plays like that.
Gostkowski the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bears 2.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And that'll be incomplete.
Tannehill's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Third down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. First and 10, Eason gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 17.
Operating from the gun, Eason got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Brought down by Bud.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Eason. It's caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open is Swain, the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
At the 42-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first three quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Derrick Henry.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
48 Mike, 1918. Check hot route.
Eason on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
3rd down.